What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going over video game hoaxes you probably fell for, and I know that I did as well. Let's go through the intro to get this started. Every young man wanted this. Every young kid, they just died to see if it was true. Oh, Angelina Jolie played her in a movie, and yikes. Oof. Every young boy was very excited for it. It is, of course, the myth, the legend of the nude Tomb Raider. Now, Tomb Raider, the 1996 version, of course. Even though the original graphics looks like a pile of blocks now, Lara Croft of Tomb Raider was pretty hot when she first came out, and we all know it. We all know it. It probably sparked, maybe besides Chun-Li and Street Fighter, and many others, let's be honest, but it was like the very first young man in my age group, of course, where we got excited. Fake pictures showing Lara Croft in the buff started showing up online, and everyone knew at least one person who claimed that you could see her nude. Everybody. I remember it being a big thing back when I was a kid, that there was a way to see her naked. Now, of course, with the internet today, there's nothing that can be left to the imagination. I'm sure there's so many pictures of it out now. But to see it in the video game was something that every young man wanted to see. Now, the whole thing behind it was that there was a nude code. There was basically a cheat code that you could put in to get her completely nude. Now, we all fell for it, because obviously, it's not real.
Got him! Got him!
We got faked out. Now, it doesn't matter how many pictures your friends claim to have found online, the code never existed. And the creators came out and confirmed that, of course. And honestly, the way that the graphics were back then, is it something that we would have wanted to have seen? Yes, of course, as a young man, it didn't matter what it looked like, you wanted to see it. But when you look back at the game, nowadays, you're kind of like, maybe not so much. You fell for it, I fell for it, our friends fell for it, and if they told you they found it, they're liars.
Oh my god, stop fucking lying.
None of them found it. It was impossible. Okay, this next one me and my friends spent hours on. I mean, hours. We always thought it was a thing. We didn't know what we were gonna get. We didn't have the internet. We couldn't just look it up and see, is it real or is it fake? Who's the characters to find? But it's the legend and myth of finding and or unlocking hidden characters in Mortal Kombat, the original 1992 version. Now, the article says, every Mortal Kombat game has included hidden characters. Fans just don't know when to stop, however. In the first game, players believed they could unlock a red ninja named Ermac. He was supposedly a super fast version of Scorpion. In reality, Ermac actually stood for Error Macro, and there was no actual red ninja to unlock. Ermac eventually became a real character in later Mortal Kombat games, but he isn't in the first. The same goes for Hornbuckle and Nimbus. Not gonna say it, I think it's Terraphobe. Now, this one was huge because we always tried to find him. We didn't know what to do, how to find him, but we heard, hey, there's a character that you can unlock somehow. And we spent hours. We went through the game. We went through everything that we could at the time to find this thing, and we got duped.
Got him!
We were duped. You were duped. Don't you lie to me. I know you were, because it was the mystery of it. It was the mystery of finding the character, and we wanted to so bad. But I think it's cool. I didn't know that they actually added him. I didn't know that it was a red ninja. No. When we were first playing and first trying to figure it out, we only heard that there was a character that you can unlock. Now, because of when we were able to play, we always thought it was Smoke.
Smoke wins.
Because by the time I was old enough to play this game, there was probably, I think, 3 of them out already. So when we went and played the original, we always thought it was going to be Smoke from whatever one it is. But anyways, we got duped on that one too. Now, just like in real life, this one, well, it's still to be determined. But I mean, there's like thousands of shows that haven't found him yet. All the technology that we have. I get there's a lot of open space in the world, but I feel like we would have seen him by now. I mean, they discover new species in the rainforest pretty much every day. So at this point, you think you would have found him. But this one, of course you've spent it. Of course, if you had the game, you spent all the time in the world looking for the legend, the myth, Bigfoot in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Obviously, the 2004 version. One of the best Grand Theft Autos there is. Was it real? No. It did come out later with mods that you could then see him, meet him, probably hang out with him, and in that game probably take him to the Cluckin' whatever the hell it's called. Cluckin' stuff, I think it is. Anyways, and eat so much that you throw up, just like you do when you're CJ, and maybe you go to the gym with him too, get your stats up. Again, this is something that me and my friends spent hours. I mean hours. I remember, I think me and my cousin actually did. Spent hours. As soon as you hear about these fun things, you want to go look. You want to be the one that says, I found it. Did I lie to my friends that I probably found him? Didn't you? Just saying. I think we all did, right? I think we all lied that we saw these things. One thing Grand Theft Auto San Andreas has in common with the real world is that people are searching for the mythical creature known as Bigfoot.
That was a whoop. I heard it. My cameraman heard it too.
He was rumored to roam the woods around San Andreas and at one point may intend to include him. He only appears in modded versions of the game and other Rockstar games. Again, we was duped as children, but we had a lot of fun trying to find them. Now this one, I think we all have done it. Whether you're a gamer, casual gamer, in-depth, you're crazy, you have nothing but time and all you do is game, or even mothers and fathers that don't game have tried this at least once in their lifetime, and that is to jump over the flag in Super Mario Bros. Everybody has tried this, and obviously nobody has succeeded, at least not in the 1985 version. The original, well, not original, but the old school version. You tried, your mom and your dad probably tried, your cousins definitely tried, that kid down the street said that he did it, and you believed him, so you tried harder. But you never quite got it. Now this was something that, in this article, every little kid tried to jump over the flag, and at the end of every Super Mario Bros. There were rumors about extra lives, coins, warp zones, and new levels. Of course we wanted all that. Well, it is possible to jump over the flag. It can only be done on World 3-3, and it doesn't lead to any secrets. It's actually just a glitch in the game, and Mario just gets stuck in an unrendering loop until the time runs out and he dies. So I guess it is possible. I lied to my own self. You could have done it. I guess that was the one flag that I didn't try. And I guess it doesn't matter, because even if you did do it, you died anyways because the time ran out. So maybe that kid down the street wasn't lying, but he definitely lied about what happened next. Now this one is last because one, I had never heard about it. I've never really actually played any of this game franchise. I know why it's big. I get it. I don't like the camera angles. It makes my tummy hurt and it don't feel good when it plays it. But this one has to do with Resident Evil 2, 1998. Now, because I don't know anything about it, I'm going to read the article here. It's always fun to imagine playing one game using a character from a completely different game. Players who mistook an April Fool's joke thought it was possible to unlock the Street Fighter character Akuma in Resident Evil 2. Of course, they had to play through every scenario of the game multiple times using only the handgun. Not only was it not real, it doesn't seem worth it. After all that, would you even want to play the game anymore? So it definitely makes sense, right? Why in the hell would you ever do that for one character? I guess it's for the bragging rights. If you could get there, it would definitely be for the bragging rights. Simply because if you play the game in every single scenario with a handgun, you've beaten the game probably multiple. I mean, infinity sign please, popped. you would have had to play this game probably a lot, and from what I know about Resident Evil, or what I think about Resident Evil, I think they're pretty big as far as how long it takes to beat them. I don't know about maybe the first couple, but I think they're pretty involved and it takes a while to beat them. So to have gone through every scenario multiple times and only played with a handgun to unlock a character that you would just play through the same game again makes absolutely no sense. So this is the biggest dupe of them all. To have you play so much, to get involved so much into this game for something that didn't happen or isn't a thing, is one of the greatest pranks gaming has to offer. I mean, how amazing is that? To get people to play it that freaking much blows my freaking mind, man. I mean, once I beat a game, it's pretty hard for me to want to go back and play it at all. I mean, there is a few franchises, I guess Grand Theft Auto, because as soon as you beat the story, there's thousands of things that you can do afterwards. But I guess with a game like Resident Evil 2, at the time, it was probably pretty awesome. I don't know. I never got into them, so I can't really speak on that portion of it. But I can speak on this. You got duped, and if you did, and you did this, comment down below, because I gotta know how pissed you must have been to have not gotten that character. Honestly, if I was a Resident Evil fan and I heard about this one and I played Resident Evil 2 more than 1,000,000 times to unlock a character, I would never buy one of their games again, especially if it was like an April Fool's thing. So maybe you guys took it too seriously. I don't know. That's on you, of course. Well, there you have it. We all got tricked. We all got duped. It's our own fault. We gotta start thinking. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on me again, I guess is the key to this. So anyways, you know what to do now. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your grandma, and tell your grandpa to come by, hit the sub button, check out all of the other videos we have on the channel. And until next time, I'm Miles Genix. We'll see you then.